Nigerians poll, 22% reported to have family members who engaged in substance abuse before. And we see the demography of these young people within the ages of 10 to 19 years were identified as common abusers of drugs and substances. Now, for your agency, which is set out for in terms of enforcement, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, how is the agency engaging with these young people in schools and on social media in such a way that you guide and then you're able to help them prevent them in engaging in drug and substance abuse? And what data or success stories can you share from these initiatives?
We've got a huge database of records that has to do with the effort the NDLA is making on drug use prevention campaigns across schools. And I'm not surprised. I mean, you didn't quote your source of data, which says ages 10 to, you said 15?
Yes, this is from the NRPO's
okay, fine. Okay, that's the source.
Yes.
I'm not surprised because the current data that we are using currently is the 2018 World Drug Use Survey. And, we need to do another one. And I think NOI can join hands with NDLA, the UNODC, and the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, National Bureau of Statistics, to actually take another poll so that it will be holistic and not just NOI, so that we can really be sure. But truly, for major schools that we go to give anti-drug use prevention campaign and education, they tell us about students who use drugs within the school settings and how they are dealing with it. But it may interest you to understand that if I'm to give you the total figures of the advocacy effort that we have directed at primary and secondary school in the last 4 years since the arrival of our current chairman, chief executive officer, Brigadier General Buba Marwa retired, it will blow your mind. But let me just give you this data that accounts for the effort that the NDLA has put in place so far between January and June 2025, and that is targeting of over 2,345 schools between January 2025 to June 2025. 2,345 schools across the country, and a majority of our drug demand reduction officers, personnel, they don't rest. They are dedicated to that effort because, and it's also important that at this point I make it clear to the general public, this notion about the agency, the NDLA, being after the issue of drug supply reduction alone, it's actually wrong. The NDLA, according to its acts, according to its mandate, and according to the National Drug Control Master Plan set up by the Interministerial Committee of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we have 4 pillars, and the major 2 pillars out of those 4 pillars is drug supply and drug demand reduction. And so when we talk about the drug demand reduction, we are talking about trained personnel by international institutes, by UNODC, trained specifically to handle response to drug use prevention and drug use addiction. And they are there. They are not officers who go on operation, but officers dedicated 24 hours to attend to people who are under the influence of drug use and currently are addicted to it.